You're listening to Curdle Holler, Season 6, Episode 5, Suit and Titans.
Before we go on stage for the Halloween countdown, Bonita, did you learn the choreography I sent to your email yesterday?
What? No, I was literally in another dimension yesterday.
Excuses.
I was. We had to rescue Chip, and we tried to stop the giant mecha warrior Tiro from getting assembled, which we did not succeed at, by the way, and he will be here any minute, and...
Mr. Giant Eyeball, did you go over to choreo with the Caretaker?
She didn't check her email.
Well, of course she didn't check her email. She's very busy. I know you're new to the social events committee, but last-minute choreography situations usually require an unscheduled office pop-in.
Do they, though?
Anyway, Bonita, I'll run you through everything real quick. The Weaving Circle has prepared a little cheer. Ignore that part, especially Tarantula, because she didn't practice. Okay, then Mr. Giant Eyeball comes out and says,
"Welcome to Halloween, Curdle Holler."
And then I make the announcement. If you received the magical summons for the big go-back court case happening today, you will be zooped back to Curdle Holler when it's your turn to testify. Otherwise, you may proceed through the trick-or-treat portal.
Okay, good. Thank you for covering that.
Then the sheriff will come out and give a speech about trick-or-treat safety. You're gonna have to keep him to his time, Bonita.
He will run long, yeah.
Then Yada Yada Pastor Munch comes out and gives his annual Halloween prayer for the religious citizens and secular song performance for the non-religious citizens. This year he's doing Monster Mash, like we've never heard that one before.
Okay, and is that where there's choreography?
No. Then it's time for the social events committee to do the official countdown. And when it gets to 0, you and Annex Mayor Sandy uncover the Halloween portal.
And that's where there's choreography.
Yes, but only at the beginning of the countdown. We're doing 16 measures of the funky chicken. Wasn't my idea, don't ask me.
Oh, okay. I guess I can handle that. Silly question. How do you do the funky chicken?
The Eyeball, you didn't prepare her to be funky.
Hey guys,
Hey, Chip.
who's ready to shove some neighbors into the trick-or-treat portal for their fun and safety?
Oh yeah, by the way, as soon as that's done, you're gonna help me, right? Supervise the town's defense against Tiro?
Absolutely. In fact, I was just going to tell you, I think Tiro's on his way. He's coming from the annex and walking towards us. Pretty much now.
Chip, clearly. Do you know the choreography for the portal countdown ceremony?
16 measures of the funky chicken. No problemo. It was all in the email.
Ooh, well.
See, Bonita?
That's my cue. Let's go, girls.
Halloween, time for fun and fright. Let's go scare some earthlings, sing boo with all our might.
Nita, I see the wrinkles on your brow, and I just want to tell you, everything's going to be okay.
Thanks, Chip. I hope you're right. Whoop, here comes Tiro.
Yeah, he isn't quite rampaging. He's pretty much just walking straight into town.
Yeah, he's walking on the road. That might be okay, right? Like, maybe he won't destroy anything.
There went the football stadium.
Or maybe not.
Welcome to Halloween, Curdle Holler.
Y'all in Curdle Holler.
Curdle holler, curdle holler.
Curdle Holler, Curdle Holler.
Curdle holler, curdle holler.
Curdle Holler, Curdle Holler. Yeah.
Curdle holler, curdle holler.
Curdle Holler, Curdle Holler.
Curdle holler, curdle holler.
Curdle holler, curdle holler. Welcome to Bootiful, spooky cool, Curdle Holler.
Curdle holler, curdle holler.
Baby, Curdle holler, curdle holler.
Curdle holler, curdle holler.
Curdle holler, curdle holler.
Welcome to your afterlife.
Keep the line moving, you pale-toting, fang-bearing fright makers! Do not wave at Tiro! He is a stomp-around Steve acting out for attention!
Bad boy, gonna get whooping.
Granny, can you hold me so I can see over the slow-posting line?
Yeah, come on, little Tiro.
Mayor Sandy, have you given thought to your first scare when we crossed the portal to Halloween on Earth?
Well, I was gonna put this candy bucket on my head, but then I thought I might get sleepy, and I should probably watch out for Tiros who like to stomp on wiggly old mayor worms.
Tiro may yet stomp the entire town, but at present, he seems obsessed with these churlish gales of laughter.
Okay, there he is. Evil chip on the left shoulder. Must be working out the controls. And he stomped a building.
Sally's Talon and Claws Jr. They just got coffin nails.
Poor Sally. Can't catch a break.
Tiros are rumbling real close to us.
And yet the line crawls at this lugubrious pace.
Well, we were at the front, but then Pumpkin had to use the bathroom. Again.
That's right.
Then Mayor Sandy had to use the bathroom.
Yeah,
Then it was my turn.
Then I felt like I should go.
I could go again.
Me
I
too.
should as well.
We're at the back of the line anyway.
We'll use the facilities in the old blood bank, then dash to the portal for trick-or-treat.
All finished.
Dry your hands.
Sorry.
Oh, hey, Sandy. We were talking to Pumpkin.
Although... It's Tiro! Take cover! Go, Tiro! Curse you! Everyone all right? Appendages still attached?
I got my pieces.
I'm all right.
We're sealed in the blood bank like a set of hemogoblins.
But Halloween is outside.
Sorry, kid. We have to shelter here and wait out the Tiro tantrum till we're rescued or find a way out.
At least there's a bathroom.
All right, Judge, it's a hot crowd out there. We've got monsters trickling in from Earth with full candy bags, and they're all jazzed up from the Halloween scares.
Of course it's a hot crowd, Charlie. It's the case of a lifetime. How's the makeup?
Do like this? More lipstick, and let's get at the glasses. Red 8s with the rhinestones.
I don't like those. The chain makes me look frumpy.
She wants the red sassies, no chain. Now, Bernice, we've got tons of bone phone watches, so we need some clippable moments. Remember your catchphrases?
Don't pull my leg. I got 7 more.
Good. And?
Let's spin it up.
Bone, you've heard the lady. Let's move.
Energy up! Jury audience, let's find your seats!
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury audience, are you ready to grumble? Tonight's main event pits the notorious town secretary against the powers that be to go back in time and do this all over again. Presiding over the case is the judge who tickles our web. It's the Honorable Judge Bonita.
I'm here. You love me.
And appearing as a darting eyeball that we're projecting onto a giant TV screen, it's the exalted chief of the Elsewhere Council, Retinal Magistrate Number 1. Let's meet our fighters. Ladies and germs, say hello to a man in full who would start again with the golden rule. He's no fool, it's Big Bat Belfry Batsinger.
Here now. All ready? Don't say too much to them. Here we go.
And wearing the dopey plague mask with slacks up to his waist, it's Dr. Rusty Sawbones.
While I tickle there, I get nervous under pressure.
He will represent the town as Caretaker Wangencamp is off summoning titans outside this very courtroom. And look, the doctor is assisted by Buddy and Susan, who tell us they're in charge of Fibula Von Laptop. which contains Bonita's case notes.
Computer is the boss of us.
In the case of the big do-over, the town will seriously argue that we should stay the course.
I'll try, but the prognosis is poor.
Okay, we all enjoyed that. Phew. Excited. Now, who wants to hear the rules?
I do.
No conjuring, no gum, no flies, no possession, ventriloquist exception, no flying, no scrying, and no old brooms. Does that cover it? What do you got, Magistrate 1?
No rolling of the eyes.
No rolling the eyes. I like it.
Question, Judge Bonita. What if I say something out of turn, and while y'all objecting, I do like this here and wink at the jury like, I know I'm wrong, but y'all know what I'm saying.
I love it.
I like that.
Okay, so, whoever makes the best case for going back in time before evil chip clones and robots and portals and all that stuff.
For proceeding with all that stuff,
And they make us agree with them in an entertaining way.
you win the court case
And change the course of time itself.
Fee-fi-fo-fum! Tiro smells the blood of a town to stomp upon. Being forced to work on Halloween, this is Atherton Slasherton. I'm here with Caretaker Bonita von Wangencamp, who is directly responsible for today's giant oopsie.
Atherton, I'm pretty busy, so if we could hurry this along, that'd be great. Also, nobody is making you work on Halloween. Just go through the portal like everybody else.
Caretaker von Wangencamp, critics of your leadership allege that you're entering your flop era. Is this true?
No! Who said that?
One of the town teenagers, I believe a clown girl by the name of Calliope. Hi, Atherton. Taking the mic, I'm Chip Clearly, handsome everything. I just want to stress that Bonita is doing a great job. We're deploying all of our town's known titans and big boys, along with some careful road routing and foot obstacles to lead Tiro into the countryside, while we use our technical expertise to try to hack Tiro's controller. I'm intrigued. Here comes one of the big boys now. Caretaker Emeritus and current nerd professor Albert Ghost, are you prepared to draw loads of fright power, invigorate yourself into Titan form to halt Tiro's mad march to the town square?
As Hannah the Harridan once said to Boo Bryant, "Put me in, coach." That's a football reference.
I think I speak for all our viewers when I say we already knew it was a football reference, and that we had all forgotten that you had Titan powers. Why have you been hiding this power from us, Ghost?
Well, transforming myself into a giant magical titan isn't something I often do in the course of my humble life as a professor and agricultural museum docent. Besides, the power is very difficult to control, and I've not fully mapped out its magical contours.
Fascinating.
Excuse me now.
Yeah, go get him, Albert.
What else are you doing in the hopes of tripping up Tiro, Caretaker?
Okay, we've also got Rocky the Stone Golem out there, taking time out of his busy cafe entrepreneur life to try to restrain Tiro.
Yes, I can see Rocky in the distance, trying to land some punches. He's considerably shorter than Tiro, but he's got spirit and that's what counts. And what's that I see? Could those be the gargoyles, attempting to punch Tiro's tootsies? We've also got a giant enchanted manhole cover rolling back and forth across Tiro's footpath to trip him up.
Enchant Man. You know Enchant Man.
I don't believe I do. Now let's cut to the Vexco interview drone, where I'm to conduct an exclusive interview with Evil Chip as he stands on the shoulders of Tiro, commanding the mecha bad boy to go smash. This portion of today's programming is sponsored by Vexco. Vexco, responsible makers of responsible products. Love that slogan. Testing, testing. Is this thing on? Evil Chip, can you hear me? Speaking to the drone. I'd love to chat right now, but Tiro is receiving a fair amount of pushback from the town's monsters. Can you quickly tell us your plans for commanding the mecha giant Tiro? Well, we need to capture the giant ice cream cone that holds the town's fright power. Follow-up question, Evil Chip. Whatever for? This is Curdle Holler at the height of its power. On Halloween, with abundant stores of fright power, is Titans rage in the background like something out of an epic poem. And besides, old King Chip told me that I have to do it now to thwart an even worse disaster. Well, this reporter is surprised to learn of the existence of an old King Chip who has instructed Evil Chip to resurrect Tiro and destroy our main fright cream cone. Will he succeed? Tune in after these commercials.
Hey, Bobby, how's the controller hack going?
Bobby Carknuckle is struggling. Shoo! I've not seen a mecha controller like this in an age. Evil Chip's got one of the old models. I'm not even sure what Evil Chip said it utilizes.
Did you ask Minerva?
I've been texting her, but I don't think she's getting my messages.
Did you talk to Henry Vex?
He seems pretty preoccupied with the go-back trial. I'll keep at it, folks. Bobby Carknuckle out.
Oh, the trial. I've got to get over there. Chip, I'm not sure I can handle this. Everything I'm trying just seems like too little, too late.
Hey, Nita, the important thing is you are doing something, and you're doing your best. Remember when we first got here, how we were supposed to order spell books for the boutique?
And I didn't know which ones to order, so I didn't order any. And Summoning Simon got real mad.
You've come a long way since then.
Thanks, Chip. You have too.
Clearly. Now I've got the street team. You get over to the courthouse and win that trial.
Sure will.
Just try not to get stepped on.
I'll do my best.
Holy pothole! Tiro is tearing down the avenue directly toward the Fright Tower, and our epic champions are sucking wind. Right, Albert Ghost?
We think he found the turbo button. Roar.
He must have. You look slow as that slug you just passed by the tire heap.
Got it, Sheriff!
What's up, Terry?
Sheriff says we gotta take the Hayride King, which we sitting in right now, and push that slime butt right between them buildings.
To stop Tiro from eating the ice cream cone.
He'll be slug jammed. Said that slug looked pretty heavy, Marco. We gonna have to punch it to push all that slug.
That means we gotta put the H-King in 10th gear.
The one with the skull on it.
Correctamundo.
So do it already.
You can't just flip 10, Casey.
Oh,
You gotta listen to the motor, and if you lose the groove, you start all over.
Did Tiro go get all that fright power?
The King'll never bend the knee to Tiro. All I need is motivation.
You great.
we love you. I mean,
it.
you're great, Marco.
No, like stuff to get my blood pumping. Dig?
Marco, there's kids in the annex who don't even know you're cool.
What? Why?
'Cause they never even heard of you.
Right. 10.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, we're doing it.
Minute remains against the big boys.
So much endurance we have. Come on. They're getting to us, Tiro. We're in gear 10, I can tell.
Sorry about it, Slug. You on Team Turnaround Tiro.
Ew, it's looking at me.
Casey, that means it likes you. It's your boyfriend.
See that? He'll hear
Did you see that, though?
Tiro is turning around. He can't get through. And so we ask Albert Ghost, where's Tiro going now if you're so smart?
It's hard to say, Atherton. Evil Chip is mashing all the buttons.
That's not helpful, and I'm stressed out. So I'm off to Rocky's Cafe to emotionally eat the most expensive thing on the menu, which I can do because I'm rich in any timeline. Rocky's, where we are very disappointed with Chuck and Sam.
Are you eating the bank's stash of blood cookies?
Yes. We in an emergency.
Perhaps you should reconsider your gluttony, Pumpkin. Those cookies are for the town's monsters who give blood.
Well, I had this one set aside for you, but that's fine.
Hey, are there any cricket doodles?
This one has raisins.
Yeah, sock it to me.
Here we are, helpless and isolated from our friends and neighbors. Yet you two have appetites befitting coffin worms.
Roddy, get over here. Stop doom staring out the window.
How can I do anything but? A pile of rubble blocks the front entrance. The back entrance a twisted mound of rebar. There are iron bars on the windows. None of us seems to have telephone reception, and no one knows we're here. Maybe ages before we are found.
You want a cookie, Mayor Sandy?
Okay.
You too, Granddaddy.
No, thank you. Minerva, I was so looking forward to trick-or-treating with you. We haven't been Earthside in what feels like eons, indispensable as we are when it comes to town matters on this sacred holiday.
Yeah, I actually feel kind of bad that I can't be out there helping the team. But hey, can't do anything about that, so there's no sense in worrying. Besides, maybe fate has brought us all here for a reason.
Perhaps you're right, darling. Mayor Sandy, it does seem as though fate enjoys putting us together in unusual circumstances.
Yeah, you know, Mr. McCobb, this isn't so bad. Why don't you split this cookie with me? It's a molasses mummy. My wrinkly old grandworm used to make these for me when I was just a lad.
I never dreamed we shared the same favorite childhood cookie, Mayor Sandy. This molasses mummy does bring back fond memories, even if its taste pales in comparison to those beloved treats given to me by my grandmare.
You gotta take the plastic off before you eat it, Granddaddy.
Yes, Pumpkin, I'm aware.
See, Roddy, come sit down and have a little picnic with us over here. I'm gonna sit on the floor, guys. These waiting room chairs are harder than a winter casket.
Mayor Sandy, let me move off these broke tiles. Then you can come sit beside me in this dirt.
Okay.
Wait a minute, Pumpkin. Did you say there's dirt under the broken tiles?
Nice soft dirt.
Huh. Would you look at that? The building's contractor must have placed tile directly on top of a dirt floor.
Makes sense. This blood bank was originally erected by the notorious skinflint, Count Halfpenny. Seems he must have cut some corners.
You know, I could probably tunnel through this dirt and get us out to the other side of the rubble. Might take a little while.
Ooh, I can help you, dear. And I can hold your bottom while you tunnel.
Probably not a good idea. The second part.
Here's my Twick-or-Tweet candy shovel.
I've got my isotope flashlight. I can hold this for improved visibility.
And I just remembered there was a coffee maker in the employee break room. Perhaps I can enhance our efforts with a spiritus brew.
That sounds great. I'd love a cup.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, this is kind of fun.
It is fun, Mayor Sandy. Now let's dig us a big old tunnel.
In the case of the town that wants back in time, we now return to the magistrate's questioning of Henry Vex, genius brain in a jar on an RC car who caused all manner of mayhem with time travel and other dangerous technologies.
Mr. Vex, well, I believe it's safe to say that we all admire your ingeniousness. Isn't it true that perhaps sometimes your scientific curiosity goes a bit too far?
Well, yes, but also no. Who am I if I don't push the bounds of knowledge?
That's a good question indeed. Who are you, Henry?
Objection. That's an existential question.
Save your existential questions for the Grand Supreme, Counselor and Mr. Vex.
Sustained, you heard the eyeball. Save your whys for the alphabet soup.
But what I'm hearing, Henry, is that you have no intention of stopping the very actions that make our town susceptible to cosmological threats. You gonna time travel again?
No. Yes. I probably will.
Magistrate, are you hearing all this? Now just spitballing here, but as part of the proposed reset to go back in timeliness, perhaps the council can imbue him with less propensity to stir the jar. Maybe y'all can just make him a billionaire brain in a jar with wacky ideas.
I refuse! I refuse to be a rich moron! The genius part is the important part.
He could have a car company, or a rocket ship company, or buy up other companies and run them into the ground. But the important thing is, he needs to be considerably less smart.
Objection! Magistrate! This man is playing paper dolls with our comic development. He has no insight into the future, just a desire to return to the past.
Sustained.
Well, how about this? If I have no insight into the future, how is it I can predict you about to try some nonsense right now? Can you tell the court audience what that gun-looking thing is I see just sitting out there on the defense table next to Bonita's old laptop?
If you must know, that's my bigulation gun. It's just a prototype.
Oh, so you gonna use that gun to bigulate one of us and have him go out there and punch on old Tiro?
That's a crazy thing to suggest. The gun would explode your living meat cells into a powdery spray of everything bagel topping.
Let this man roll wild and free if you wish, Magistrate, but I think a reset would benefit him greatly.
Thank you, Counselor. Prepare the next witness. I need to take an eyeball break.
I call myself as a witness.
Here we go.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Oh, she look a mess, y'all.
Recapping the Go-Back trial as it currently stands, a series of compelling witnesses bolstered the case for Curdle Hollers being reset to the year 603. You heard from Talon Grill loser Armando, Music Box Murdery the Collector, and a peppy musical testimony from Fibula Von Snap, who is currently serving time in computer jail.
Got to go back, baby. Go back in time. Put on your powdered wig, and that's right on the dino.
We now return to the grilling of town caretaker Bonita von Wangencamp by former caretaker and future past present caretaker if he wins this case, Belfry Badsinger.
So nice of you to join us, Miss von Wangencamp, even if you're real late. I can discern something of your mental state, taking in the fact that your lipstick is all askew, and you seem to have remnants of a breakfast burrito smeared on your décolletage.
Oh, stop trying to paint me as incompetent. I'm, at worst, not good at makeup and a messy eater, but I'm a good caretaker, and you know it. And it kills you, Belfry.
If you could please direct your comments to the court and me, caretaker.
Will do. Ah, did you hear that? Magistrate, I would just like to point out that Belfry defied the order to not contact the Elsewhere Council for 3 Halloweens. This whole trial is explicitly forbidden by Elsewhere Contract No-Con 19, which I signed almost 2 years ago. Looking at this document through my red sassies, I can see it's current and binding. However, there are contact exceptions for legal actions, Madam Caretaker.
Yes. It was actually pretty clever for your opponent to sue us.
Thank you, Anna.
Anyway, you left it to us to manage ourselves, and we always do. We did last year and the year before that, and every time we learn and we grow and we get better and smarter.
That's all well and good, Bonita, but can you please look through the window right now and tell the magistrate what it is you see out there?
I see the town, looking good, and the main ice cream tower that is churning with fright power, unlike when you were caretaker, and...
Oh, now, do you see the Titans rampaging?
Yes?
Now, do you see Tiro's eyeball peeking right in at us?
Yes.
Bonita, it's been one calamity after another since 603. And now we got Titans rampaging in our streets. It wasn't like that when I was caretaker.
Well, people are a little harder to manage when they're not being stolen from and oppressed by the person in power. I've noticed that.
A bit of a low blow, don't you think?
Oh, it's a low blow to say the truth. Okay, Belfry, then how about this? I know you're better than this. You are better off now than you were back then. You're a better person.
What makes you so darn sure? How do you know my white suit babyface era isn't just an act?
Why are you trying so hard to convince me that it is just an act?
Well,
I've taken a chance in trusting you. Trusting other people means that there's always a chance they're going to disappoint you. But if you don't take that chance, they can't grow. And you can't grow either. everybody in this town took a chance in trusting you.
And look what that's got you.
And I wouldn't change a thing, because I still believe there's decency in you.
No further questions for the caretaker.
Some very high-stakes testimony here, as Caretaker von Wangencamp seemed to be addressing the opposing counsel directly and not the magistrate.
There's definitely an atmosphere, Bone. I've got my popcorn.
When we return, the town calls another witness. Who's it gonna be?
I call Buddy and Susan.
Special and the wisest, Old King Chip. Old King Chip. Love that song.
Old King Chip. Hey, you think Old King Chip be on our side in all this mess?
Oh, yeah, sure he would. I think so.
Calling all cars. Tiro sighted in your area.
Confirmed, ring toss. There he is.
Whoa.
He's stomping this way.
And here comes Rocky and Albert.
Titans are engaging. We will advise our champions as to keeping old Tiro from tipping over the froth tower. Over.
Big Al online, ready to rumble.
Ready.
You keep working that body, Albert. Expose that battle damage. Rocky, you just punch, boy. That's what you good at.
And don't let him get you on the telephone wires. Move Tiro back, away from the town.
Yeah, they got it. Hey, Chip, you think we going back in time? Cause all that bad stuff here been happening recent?
No way.
Yeah, cause you know it wasn't all bad. You know, and then maybe that time travel supposed to be happening in the first place. You know, like we supposed to be doing it.
That's what I think. But if everything was supposed to happen, and all our decisions have already been made for us, then do we really choose anything at all?
Chip, you done blew my mind, boy. But now think about old Pumpkin. Hey, you know how he always doing stuff that don't make no sense? I figure everybody got some kind of chaos in them. You know, when there ain't no one way of doing things. It's like
Many doors, many futures.
Hey, boy, we so smart.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You just gotta laugh about it at the end of the day.
Oh wait, that's it, the laugh. Albert, Chip clearly with a big boy boxing tip. The laugh is Tiro's tail. Every time he laughs, he's gonna do the clothesline.
Confirmed, Chip.
Break the funny bone.
Yeah, they own it now. See that, Chip? How Rocky and Albert done them super kicks. Hey, Chipperoo, you got that faraway look like you seeing through space and time again.
Something's happening. What was that?
I don't know, but Tiro gone buck wild. Look at old evil Chip hanging onto them horns while Tiro tearing off yonder. Must be chasing whatever we just heard.
Personal story. This reporter is watching the world burn through a patio window at Rocky's Cafe, located on the ground floor at Bloopy's East. With me is the old man and his dog, who I just learned is secretly rich, as we both just ordered a decadent, super expensive goldenrod ice cream sundae.
Here we are, coloring our placemats when the strangest thing happened.
Some say Tiro was driven to madness by our massive Zap expenditure, as Tiro famously craved Zap power throughout history. But who's to say?
Oh, please, that's what it was.
All that's certain is we have to eat this sundae before Tiro eats us.
Oh, look, Goliath made a happy plate. I know, Goliath.
After some meandering chatter about candy drawers, radio programs, and being in a play, ne'er-do-well baby dolls Buddy and Susan have been making the audience go boo-hoo after a pointed line of questioning by Caretaker von Wangencamp.
They're laying it on pretty thick, Bone, but I love this tactic and so does the audience.
Buddy and Susan, of all your memories of the past year in Curdle Holler, which one was your very favorite?
Playing in the dumpster.
Anything else?
I love them babies.
Having a family.
And having memories.
And if I told you that we had to reset time and go back in time before all that stuff, would you be sad that you had lost all those memories?
I bet we'll remember.
Yeah, we'll remember.
But Magistrate, they wouldn't remember, right? If we did the go back plan, you would deprive these baby dolls of having a family?
Well, that does seem unconscionably cruel.
Belfry, do you have any questions for Buddy and Susan?
No, I do not have any questions for them dumpster doll babies, Bonita.
He's being mean to us.
Well, that's soon enough.
He wants to take away our memories. Wah, wah.
Good job, guys. You can be done now.
But we're really sad.
Crying.
Okay. Anyway, members of the court audience, I want you to put yourself in Buddy and Susan's plastic doll shoes. You are no different from them. The memories they lose, you lose too. The sympathy you have for them, please have for yourselves also. Thank you.
Who are you, Jack the Ripper? 'Cause you're pulling my heartstrings right out of me, Caretaker. It is my recommendation that we dismiss this case. What do you think, audience? No do-overs!
No do-overs seems to be the prevailing sentiment of the townspeople. Though both sides have made compelling arguments, I am more inclined to side with the townspeople when it comes to their own governance. Therefore, I declare...
Oh, we've lost power.
Don't panic, though.
It's back up. Let's get the connection back online with the magistrate.
I'll dial him at once.
Hey, Sheriff, what's up? Good news.
Bonita, don't get upset now. Me and Chipperoo tried to stop him.
We really did.
I'm just gonna spit it out. Old Tiro done destroyed our second ice cream cone over at Bloopy's East. I'm gonna turn my badge in again, you know. The shame of it all, but I just had to tell you. You know, do the right thing. Do the right thing.
Do you want us to bring you anything for lunch from Bloopy's East? The diner status is still open.
Yeah, that's the positive news now, silver lining. Diner's okay. Rocky's okay. Ain't nobody hurt. Just, you know, second ice cream cone went kablooey. Big old explosion. Y'all probably heard that.
Big boy alert. Sheriff, look.
Whoop, hang on. We gotta go.
Okay.
You still feel good about going forward, Bonita? Because you can still stop all this madness, darling.
We've got the magistrate back online. Back to your places, everyone.
Hold on one moment. I am back on the call, but I seem to have put on the spaceship background, and I don't know how to turn it off.
What's it gonna be, Bonita? Proceeding forward with the stink of failure clinging to you like an outhouse haint?
I'm not like you, Belfry. I'm not afraid to fail.
So you just gonna go forward as half the town's fright power just lit up the sky and crashed into a twisted heap of rubble?
Even our failures are worth saving, Belfry. Otherwise, nothing means anything.
Okay, now it seems like I've got the spaceship background off, but the bold glamour filter is on.
Looking pretty good, Magistrate. Hubba hubba.
These features are fun. Now where were we? Caretaker, it's your decision. I will dismiss the case if you wish, and your town's many errors will be committed to the annals of time.
Yes, Magistrate. We go forward.
Dig, dig, dig me a tunnel, dig, dig, dig me a tunnel, dig, dig, dig me a tunnel, dig, dig. Hey, look, a pinhole of light from outside. We've made it. Would you like to hoist the last shovelful, Pumpkin? Boop. Yeah, that's a nice big tunnel.
And all it took was 1 million buses of Dig Me a Tunnel.
And yet it seemed like so many more than that. Minerva, wake up, honey. Pumpkin and Mayor Sandy have finished digging the tunnel out of the blood bank. We're free.
Pumpkin, I've just got to say, you dig a tunnel as good as any worm I know.
Mayor Sandy, That's the nicest thing anybody ever said about Pumpkin. Well,
Okay.
Mayor Sandy, bend your receptors to the east. Do you still hear the indefatigable pummeling of the Titans at war?
Yeah.
I wonder where we might go from here. Surely it isn't quite safe to slither to our respective homes. Perhaps we should try our luck at the trick-or-treat portal. There is still time left to enjoy of Halloween.
That sounds like a great idea, Roddy.
I'll come too. But before we go, I have something I want to give to Pumpkin.
might it be related to candy?
It is, Pumpkin. The Annex Taffy recipe. I've written it on this memo pad. I want you to have it.
While you were out, check all that apply. Message received, parcel received, caller did/did not leave their name.
On the other side of the paper, Pumpkin.
I knew that.
Mayor Sandy, what a rare honor. I am sure Pumpkin feels most edified and proud to be the newest recipient of the Annex Taffy recipe.
I do. Thank you, Mayor Sandy. Mwah.
Again with the kisses. That's quite all right now, Pumpkin.
Okay, bye, y'all.
Where you headed, kid?
To the candy factory. I'm gonna go make me some taffy.
Are you not concerned that Titans still rampage across the town, Pumpkin?
Not really.
Okay.
Do. I want the taffy. I got the taffy recipe.
Well, that seems about right. Come on, guys.
Let me just get my bucket.
Does anyone need to make use of the facilities one last time?
Nah, just save it for the portal.
Dateline, Curdle Holler. We finished our rich man's dessert. Tiro did see us. We did run screaming into the night where we took shelter in a charming phone booth known to the old man and his dog.
Guilty. Love an old phone booth. Used to be you had to find the nearest booth for anything worth sharing. Celebrity sightings, a line on the Headless Horseman race, or say you needed to hide because evil Chip lost control of Tiro. Yes, Goliath. Tiro destroyed our bonus ice cream tower. We're royally ticked about the whole ordeal.
We can just make out evil Chip in Tiro's ear. He seems to be blowing on the controls in a pathetic attempt to reset Tiro, who has, again, gone berserk.
See that? My hair's standing on end.
It's almost like every punch and body slam charges the air with a strange volatile magic. Little audience participation there.
It's our sheriff and the good Chip. They've made a little sign to cheer on the home team Titans.
Big Albert's going for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, Tiro kicks out. The endurance on this ancient android.
You know, we've seen Albert's the brains, Rocky's the brawn, but Tiro is the total package, which I'll readily admit, though I never cared for him.
Not even as a mythical lore monster.
He destroyed Alexandria during Sumer Slam. Very gauche.
But look, Tiro wants to shake hands. A rare show of respect among Titans.
Get real, you two. It's a ruse.
It's real sportsmanship. Don't see that much anymore. Tiro's offered his hand. Rocky reaches for it. Albert seems guarded. Oh, a fake out by Tiro. Now look at Tiro, innervated by the plasmatic fear swirling among the Titans and the smoldering ruins of Bloopy's East, while evil Chip dangles by a nose hair. And now we're hearing a rumble from the heavens, and Goliath is barking like he knows something. Is this the end, old boy?
Oh, perhaps. But it's also time for walkies. Signing off. You know our names. Yes, Goliath, a portal has now appeared overhead, and we don't love that this has occurred.
Whoa!
Yeah, ring toss, I see it. It do look like a ring. Now what's important is what's about to come through that ring. There go Albert. Hey, Albert. Y'all did good, buddy. Good job out there. Chip, you see Albert? Uh-oh. You got the look.
Yeah, just had another vision. It's very clear this time.
And this right here, this portal business, that's what you've been seeing, ain't it? We about to live your nightmare. Squooplerpolis.
The cosmic slime!